If you're not yet a subscriber, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also the little bell icon so you can be alerted each and every time we make a new video. Hi everybody, Ira Miller here, the Villages expert, and I've been thinking, it's been about a couple of years since I have done my video on maps of the villages. So if you're kind of new to the channel, or maybe within the last year or so you've been a subscriber, you may not have seen that video. It might be buried in a lot of the other videos that I have done since I created that Maps of the Villages video. Also, I kind of realized in that period of time, the Villages has just exploded. It's grown so much that it's time for a new video anyways, a new updated video. So, what we're going to do is today we are going to do the Villages street map south, and we're going to put a little twist on it because we've gone out in the field and we have video recorded, me on the ground, and also we've done some drone footage to kind of intermingle with this Maps of the Villages series, because that's exactly what it's going to have to be right now. It's going to have to be a series of different videos to get the different parts of the villages all together in one, unlike before when I kind of had all the maps on the wall and I went ahead and just did one video on all the on the maps of the villages. So now this is a map in itself, and this is a map of the villages south. So this basically is covering the Finney, DeSoto, McClure, Marsh Bend, Monarch Grove, Linden, all those brand new areas that are out there on south of Highway 44. Now let's go ahead and get started. So what we've done is this map has two sides, okay? So when we unfold it, as you can see, there's two sides to this map. Well, what we've done is we've taken a couple of maps, and so here we put them on the wall, and this is a map, a street map of the villages south, we'll say, okay? All right, so basically what we're going to do is we're pretty much going to go ahead and concentrate on this side, okay? Because this side is north of Highway 44, but it integrates with this map over here. But what we've kind of done is, for the very first video of the series, Christian and I went down to, started over here at Brownwood, and we wanted to show you the new bridge that just opened up. All right, so actually that's up here or here, depending on which side of the map you have open. So we started over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut away. We're going to let you see in real time, in video format, rather than just in a map format. We're going to show you right now that bridge over at Brownwood. So let's go ahead and cut to that video. Today I'm coming to you from just down the street of Brownwood. So if I can pan around, you can see the bridge that goes across 44, which is the main thoroughfare through this area into the villages. And that bridge is going to eventually tie to the other bridge that goes across the turnpike. So we can see golf carts going back and forth, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to move a little bit closer. I wanted to start here at this sign, and show you, kind of give you a little location of where we're at. So right now we're going to go ahead and move on down a little bit closer to the bridge. We're going to send the drone up. We're going to give you a little overview of Brownwood, the bridge, and some of the area, some of the community, and then we're going to kind of show you on our map where we're at, and then this is going to help us with showing a little bit of what the map of the villages looks like in real vision, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Let's move on down, and we'll see it a little bit closer to the bridge. All right, so there you go. We're a little bit closer to the bridge now, and we're right here at Buena Vista Boulevard, which Buena Vista Boulevard goes all the way through the entire villages, all the way over to the northern section of the villages, up into the Marion County area, which we're going to show you here on the map. So now, right here at Buena Vista Boulevard, where the bridge is Brownwood. So we're going to go ahead and send that drone up. We want to get you a little video from the drone over the top of the bridge. We want to go ahead and show you Brownwood. There's also a set of villas right behind us. That's called Antrim Dell Villas. We're going to take and show you that with the drone. And then behind Antrim Dell, which I think you'll be able to see from the drone, is a lake, and that's Lake Deaton, all right? And so Lake Deaton is an area where I just sold a home. It was my $1 million home I sold on Valley Brook Way, and so that backed up to the Lake Deaton area. And so that's why I wanted to kind of draw that to your attention. And hopefully we'll be able to see from the drone maybe the neighborhood that sits along the northern end of Lake Deaton. So for now, we're going to go ahead and get the drone out. We're going to send it up. We're going to show you the area, and then we'll get back to the maps and show you where we're at from the maps of the villages. All right, we're at the intersection of Buena Vista Boulevard and Highway 44, and we'll pan to our right, and we see the bridge that crosses Highway 44 and goes over to Brownwood. There off in the distance, you can see all the development that's going to go on. I think most of that's going to be commercial development. And you have Megason Boulevard coming through. You see that car, that small car. All right, so here's the bridge again. And we're going to get a little better view. We're going to kind of go over it or get a little closer anyways. I just want you to get a good shot of the bridge that goes across 44. There's Brownwood right there. You can see the apartments in the back, how they stick up. And there is another shot of Brownwood. And as we pan over, there's the Eisenhower Recreation Center in the middle of the screen. And then off in the distance, you have the village of Hillsborough. All right, so I hope that was helpful. So I think it is helpful, not just seeing the villages by map. We wanted to integrate this whole video series of live footage as well as showing you on the map as well. So let's go ahead and go over to the map, and I want to show you basically what you just saw. So if we look at the Brownwood area on this village's map, which is here and here, depending on which side of the map that you're on, there's the bridge that is right here just west of Buena Vista Boulevard. So you saw in the video where Buena Vista Boulevard is. You saw Antrim Dell's villas, and we showed you Brownwood, and we also took you up in the drone, and you saw some golf carts going back and forth to, I didn't know where they were going at the time because we had just started that video. So as you saw in the video, I mentioned, where are these golf carts going? So we went on a hunt to find out where they did go. And so towards the end of this video, you're going to find out, okay? So stay with me on this. So like I said, we started here. We were kind of in front of the Brownwood sign. Then we went down here just before Buena Vista Boulevard, showed you the bridge going over. And over here is the other bridge that goes over Florida's Turnpike. Okay? So this one's not finished yet, but this one was. We saw golf carts coming and going, but we knew that this bridge wasn't finished yet, and so we wanted to find out really what was going on. So from there, we traveled back down 44 because we wanted to come back over here to Morris Boulevard so we can come on around into the new area. All right, so what we did is we stopped at the corner of 44 and Morris Boulevard because we wanted to show you that bridge as well, because that's bridge number 2. There's 3 bridges that interconnect to the new area over there, and we'll call it the Finney area for short, okay, rather than naming all the different villages that are over there. So we came over here, and we'll go ahead right now, and we will cut to me on the ground and taking you up in the drone over at this intersection of Morris Boulevard and 44. So let's go ahead and cut to that video. So right there where you saw the villages, that bridge goes over from the Chitty Chatty and Bradford area on over to Lake Deaton. So we're at the corner of Morris Boulevard and State Road 44. You have the Rohan Recreation Center right here on this corner as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the drone, we're going to fly over this area. This is Osceola Hills right behind the Lake Deaton Shopping Center area. So we'll take you up, show you a little bit of the Osceola Hills neighborhood, and we'll also fly around and maybe hopefully get over there to the Chitty Chatty area. It is a little bit windy, so we'll see how the drone reacts in this wind. But so Morris Boulevard, right here, will take you down to Warm Springs, and then Warm Springs takes you into the Finney and DeSoto and the whole new area over there. Morris Boulevard actually goes a little bit to the south at a roundabout down here, so Morris Boulevard does continue on through, but Warm Springs takes you on over to the Linden, Marsh Bend, and all that area, Finney area as well. So let's go ahead, we'll get the drone up in the air, take and show you around from the air a little bit, and then we'll head over to the new area. I do want to give you a little overview of what the new area looks like, okay? So let's go ahead, get that drone going. All right, so now here we are at Lake Deaton, and there's the bridge that comes across. We're still at Highway 44, and it goes across from the village of Chitty Chatty over there. That's the Rohan Recreation Center. Up there in the distance is the village of Osceola Hills. And then a little bit in the middle of your screen there is Lake Deaton Shopping Center. There's the sports pool of Rohan. Gas station at Lake Deaton Shopping Center. And now there's the bridge, and let's give you a little idea of how crossing that bridge from Chitty Chatty works. So there's the winding path that goes to the bridge. And you can see a golf cart going across it now. And then there's, looks like a new villa neighborhood right below us. That will be villas someday, I think. And then there's Chitty Chatty, the village of Chitty Chatty. And then to the left over here, you can see all that is wetlands and preserve area. Okay, so hopefully you found that interesting. We saw the Rohan Rec Center. We saw the Lake Deaton Shopping Center. I pointed out Osceola Hills, which is back behind this little brown shaded area that you see over here. This is the Rohan Recreation Center, and this is the Lake Deaton Shopping Center. And then we talked about the village of Osceola Hills back behind the shopping center there. And we were able to see a little bit of that with the drone as well. And we also saw the bridge that is right about here on the map. They're not really showing you where the bridges are on this map. So that was another reason for me wanting to make this video for you. So if and when you do get one of these maps, you kind of know what's going on. So this is the Chitty Chatty area where it says future residential. So the Chitty Chatty area kind of ties in to this bridge that goes across over to the shopping center, okay? And so we showed that to you. And hopefully you enjoyed that video. And then down here in this area, we have the village of Bradford. So that is not on this street map yet. They have not updated these street maps yet. I just got these actually. So they have not updated these areas to show Chitty Chatty and Bradford, which is Bradford here. Now, again, this map is pretty much obsolete. There, right here at this bend, there's a roundabout, okay? So Morris Boulevard goes out this way to this future residential area, which is where we're going to take you next. We did stop, we did a couple shoots of Chitty Chatty and of Bradford, of those communities. And so I'll tell you what, let's stop this video right here and let's cut away and show you Chitty Chatty from the drone and the village of Bradford. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right, so here we are at the entrance of Chitty Chatty. We're actually across the street here, and wanted to go ahead and give a little bit of a closer view of the entrance, and I'm probably going to go ahead and get the drone to head on over and give you a little closer look of what the neighborhood looks like. It is a little bit of a marshy preserve area. There's a lot of that. I guess a lot of home sites are kind of on the marsh and in the preserve area. So we're going to give you an overview of what that looks like there in Chitty Chatty. Also, Bradford is just down the street as well. So we'll try to get that drone to see if the drone will get as far as Bradford and give you a little bit of an overview of that as well. Okay, let's go ahead and take the drone up, and then we'll head on down to the Finney, Linden, Marsh Bend area. Probably before we do that though, we're gonna go ahead and take that fork of Morris Boulevard rather than continue on Warm Springs towards Finney. We're gonna take that fork down Morris Boulevard. I want to give you a little overview, a little exclusive of what the new area looks like there, because that's where they're headed, and that's the brand new area. So I want to give that to you today as well. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll show Chitty Chatty, Bradford, and then head down Morris Boulevard, and we'll let you see what is going on over there. So you'll have a good idea and a good view of what's going on. All right, now this is coming from the other way. We're looking back the other way on Chitty Chatty. And if we looked in the distance, the bridge is in the distance. There is all your wetlands and preserve area that surrounds, that's Bradford right there in our screen. So you can see all the wetlands that surround Bradford. All right, listen, let's go ahead and take a little tour around the village of Bradford here real quick. Why don't we? We'll go ahead and the cards aren't activated yet, so you can go right on in. But this is probably the newest area that they have. And we'll just take a quick little tour around, show you some of the new homes in this community. So we're on Dre Drive, Terry Terrace, Jean Lane. You can see that these have some fences that surround them. They almost look like, I guess these are the villas. This is the new villa product. With fences. Some of them even have separate garages as well as just one single two-car garage door. And then we're going to get into the regular homes as we pass through here. They have their own swimming pool area. That's the postal station where you get your mail. Swimming pool area, but now this is the single family home section. So just thought I'd take you for a little quick ride through. And looks like they have a nature trail that runs along the back of this area. You can see some people standing over there. I don't know if we can get a close-up, but it looks like some folks are standing over on the nature trail. Probably looking at some alligators, I would imagine, because that is a water feature. But there are a bunch of birds, waterfowl, sitting on the lake over there as well. So maybe no alligators, maybe just looking at the birds. And we have some more people with cameras walking down the trail there. So that's kind of a neat feature to this new area of Bradford. And then you see all those trees on the other side of the nature trail. That is a preserve. And that's an area they could not build in because those are wetlands back in there. All right, so just a quick view. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take you back through the entrance of Bradford, and we're going to go into the roundabout. And as we go into the roundabout, if you go to the right, that's Warm Springs, and then we're going to stay to the left, which keeps us on Morris Boulevard. So these villas that we did pass through here in the as we came through the entrance are Opal villas. I'm sure you found that interesting. As we pulled into Bradford, we didn't go into Chitty Chatty, but we did go into Bradford and kind of showed you the villas and the homes that are in Bradford and the walking trail back there and the wetlands area that's off of that area. So as you can see on the map, you'll see a little light blue area with looks like little grass. Okay, that's where the wetlands area is. So Bradford and Chitty Chatty are pretty much surrounded by wetlands. And they have a pretty good bond for those two communities as well, because they needed to compensate for the amount of fill and infrastructure that they had to bring in to go ahead and develop those areas, right? So anyways, we wanted to show you what those look like. Moving on, when it takes this bend right here, they actually put a roundabout right here that's not shown on the map, okay? But this roundabout takes Morris Boulevard into this future residential area, and then this road becomes Warm Springs Avenue. Now, I kind of, it was kind of confusing, I would say. Coming down Morris, you would think Morris would continue on into the new area over here, but it turned into Warm Springs Avenue. And so now that they got a little bit more developed over there, and they put that roundabout in there, whether that was an afterthought or not, we don't know. But you do have this roundabout going into this area. And we actually went into that area, went and stopped at the Avery Rec Center, and we'll go ahead and show you now this whole brand new area that's under construction. And we want to take and show you that video right now. So that's Continental Country Club right in front of us. That is a community that is not part of the Villages. It is a community of some older manufactured homes. And then as we come down, you'll see Warm Springs Avenue. You would stay to your right. And that'll take you to the Finney, Linden, DeSoto, Marsh Bend, all that new area. We're going to go into the roundabout. We're not going to go down Warm Springs just yet. We are going to go down Morris Boulevard to this new area, and we want to get the drone going up in here just to kind of show you what the brand new area, where as you can see to the right, all those homes with the blue roofs, those are all brand new homes going up. These are, to our left is Bradford still. That's where we were, in the Bradford neighborhood. So some of them back up to Morris Boulevard off of Bradford. And then we have some more new homes. So we'll kind of go to the back, I think, of this new development. And there is another entrance to Bradford back here in this roundabout, which is Dre Drive as well. But back here is a new area. Here is Avery Rec Center. And I think this recreation center would be a good place to go ahead and send the drone up and take a look from above and just see how this new area looks from the drone. All right, so we're at Aviary Recreation Center. Let's go ahead and take the drone up, and we're gonna go and give you a view of the brand new area. I don't even think they're selling homes in this area yet. But this is the newest area of the Villages, right off of Morris Boulevard. So that's looking down on the Aviary Recreation Center with your tennis courts and pickleball courts. There's a whole neighborhood right there completed for you of villas and homes. Off in the distance is the Turnpike. And then that's Megason right below us. So there's another shot of the backside of Bradford, the village of Bradford. This is looking back from the backside, and that's Morse Boulevard right below us. And then again, Avery Recreation Center. And now you can see all the area that needs to be developed. And also a lot of wetlands that surround this area. So you can just imagine it took a lot of fill to be brought in to be able to develop this area. And that's why the bonds will probably be a little bit higher out here, probably in the 40s, the 40,000 to 45,000, I would imagine, because of all the fill and infrastructure. So there's your turnpike. You can see that again. You can see all the traffic on the turnpike, and beyond that is the village of Linden on the other side of the turnpike. And then you also have the village of Monarch Grove as well over there. All right, so what did you think of that area? Brand new, you can see construction going on everywhere. And that is this entire section that we took the drone and stopped at the Avery Rec Center, put the drone up in the air and gave you that overview. And we brought that drone all the way over to the turnpike, okay? So we wanted to be able to give you an idea of all the construction and all the development that's going on in this area right now, because once they finish here, I mean, they're concentrating up here. We'll get to there in just a second, but I wanted to show you all the new future construction and existing construction that's going on right now. So this area right here actually looks like the next area that they're going to get ready to open up. So again, you'd take that roundabout, you'd stay on Morse Boulevard to get in there. The next thing we did was we went back to the roundabout and we came down Warm Springs Avenue. And we wanted to try to pretty much stay focused on new construction and new development. We wanted to bring that exclusively to you. And so what we did was we found a road, and there's a light right before you go over the turnpike. So there's a little bridge that goes over the turnpike right here. And there's a road called Megason Road. Megason Road is beautiful. It's really impressive right now. There's no construction going on as far as building of homes at all on Megason. But we were really curious as to where Megason went to. And we were also interested in trying to find the bridge going over the turnpike for golf carts, the golf cart bridge. So we actually came across, and I decided, you know what, we've already done a video on the Finney, Linden, McClure, DeSoto area. And so we're going to kind of give you a little link to that video right here. So if you want to click on that link, that'll take you to the developed areas of the Finney area, okay? Like I said, you have all those Marsh Bend, Monarch Grove, Linden, all those areas over there. So if you're interested in seeing that again, go ahead and click on the link, and that'll take you to our other video that'll lead you to the more developed, more completed area in the new area here. So I turned around at this light right here, which is where Everglades Rec Center is. And my thoughts were, let's see if we can't find our way around to the golf cart bridge. But I was a little afraid that maybe only golf cart paths reached that far from this side of the turnpike. So what we did was we turned around, went back over the turnpike, and made a left on Megason Road just to see where that would take us. And so here's what we found. Before we cut away, I made reference of the lakes in the on location segment before we came back. I want to make one more reference now. So again, as we stopped here on this roundabout, right where the new bridge is, we're going to show you Lake Okahumpka. We'll take a video view of that, and the drone will pick up Lake Okahumpka and you can't really see, I don't think, Lake Deaton. You might be able to from the drone, but again, just wanted to kind of point those out, those points of interest out to you as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and go live on location. All right, so we have made our way over here to the last bridge, and that bridge goes across the turnpike. And so we're here in the common area. This is called Megason Boulevard. We are going to go ahead and take that drone, take it up in the air, kind of take it over top of the new bridge, because we want to get you all three bridges in this video, and we want to also again show you the new area. Now Christian, if you can go ahead and zoom in on that lake over there, that is Lake Okahumpka. And Lake Okahumpka is a little park off of 44. So I'm just trying to tie everything in for you in this video. So when we go to the maps, then we can go ahead and point out the different areas of where we were standing, and how this whole thing fits. Here's a golf cart over here. Looks like he might be coming this way. So I'm sure he came across the Highway 44 in Brownwood bridge. And so there you go. Just kind of checking everything out. We have some cars coming through this way. So I would imagine, as I suspected, this road probably does go all the way to 301. Okay, so here's the new bridge that's going across the turnpike here. So we've made our way down Megason, and we found the bridge that crosses the turnpike, and we're going to get a really good bird's eye view of this bridge. And also all the developed area on the other side of the turnpike. That's off of the Marsh Bend area. I'm sure that's not Marsh Bend, that's a newer development, newer village, but you go through Marsh Bend to get to this area. So there's a good shot of the bridge right there. You can see they got a little ways to go now to get that path from the bridge down. All right, that's Lake Okahumpka right there, and then Megason right below us. And then Megason leads you all the way around to Brownwood, and there's Brownwood off in the distance there. You can see the high buildings that are off of Brownwood. And all this area is still yet to be developed. And Megason, you can see, runs kind of parallel to the turnpike for a good ways. And then there's your Marsh Bend area. And then who knows how far the village's development is going to go in those trees. And there's a very good shot of how far they've developed. All right, another shot of Megason running parallel to the turnpike, and then there's the bridge there at the bottom of the screen, and we're going to give you a really good look at that bridge. Let's lower it a little bit. We'll come on down and give you a good shot and look right on down the turnpike and at this new golf cart bridge. All right, so we finally found the golf cart bridge that goes over the turnpike, and we also realized why there were golf carts coming and going from the bridge that goes over to Brownwood. So as we saw, there were golf carts coming by us as we were filming, and so they're over there just kind of exploring, just going on a little exploration in their golf cart. There's really nothing much to see other than the road itself, and to me it kind of just likens to a parkway. They've really done a great job with the landscaping on that road. Really enjoyed going down that road and also seeing the development of the golf cart bridge. And I guess that's what a lot of the golf carts were doing, just to see at what stage of development that bridge that's going over the turnpike, at what stage of development. So Megason goes pretty much parallel with the Florida Turnpike. And we came up here, stopped here. This is where we stopped when we did that video. Okay, so we stopped here right by the golf cart bridge. We didn't want to get too close. So we stopped at a roundabout, stayed in public domain, and launched the drone from a golf cart path, and we saw what we saw in that video. We still didn't know where Megason Road took us, or if it took us anywhere, if we kept going north, this way, northwest, on Megason. So this was a little venture, a little journey that we took, and we kept going up Megason and realized Megason came around and tied right to the very entrance to Brownwood. So back here where we started, this is where the golf cart bridge was, just west of Buena Vista Boulevard. Golf cart bridge, and the entrance to Brownwood. Also, Megason Road comes all the way down and ties right into Warm Springs. So there's a little tour for you of the new area. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. You enjoyed what we had to see and what we wanted to bring to you. We will go ahead and continue this map series, and probably what we'll do is we will go this way north now and bring you some places, some rec centers to look at, some points of interest we want to bring to you as we continue our map series of the maps of the villages. So I want to thank you so much for watching this. Please stay tuned. The best way to keep up with this series is to hit the little bell icon, but you have to subscribe first. So we ask, if you're not yet a subscriber, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Then go ahead and hit the little notification bell icon. And what that'll do for you is each and every time I make a new video, and once we, do part 2 of this series of maps of the villages, you'll get notified and you'll be able to keep up with maps of the villages. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Listen, if you have any comments, feel free to make comments. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, okay? I would like for you to either reach out to me and text me. you can text me or call me at 352-454-9561. Or you can email me at homes, H-O-M-E-S, aroundthevillages@gmail.com. Or, again, make your comments at the bottom of this video with your comments and suggestions, and we'd be more than happy to take some of your suggestions. And if you think there's anything else that we may have should have done here in this video. Anyways, thank you again so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.